in Ohio Country Day! Woo!
In Ohio Country Today, brought to you in part by the following: Koenig Equipment, Allen Davis Insurance Agency, True Point Cooperative, Brumball Law, the Ohio Soybean Council, the Ohio Corn Growers, and Poet Biorefining.
Hero. A poem. I'm not the next top model. I won't be America's first female president. But that doesn't make what I do any less important. I turn waste into fuel. I lower the price of gas. And one day, I'll let you tell the Middle East where they can ship their tankers. I'm Maya Oliver, part-time scientist, full-time poet.
Most of us struggle with protecting the nest egg we built. And when you're suddenly faced with providing long-term care for you or a loved one, you need someone now who you can trust to help you keep control of your home, your farm, and your assets. Protecting that nest egg is what we do best. We're Brumball Law Firm. Call us today to schedule a free consultation anywhere, anytime. We'll come to your home, farm, or business to see if we can help. Brumball Law Firm, using Ohio law to protect your assets.
Welcome back to In Ohio Country Today. Big Dan Wilson in the heart of strawberry country. We're in downtown Troy, and we're speaking now with Corie Schweser. Corie is the 2012 chairperson for the annual Troy Strawberry Festival. Corie, how are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. I appreciate you being here in the city of Troy.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the Strawberry Festival. But first, on this beautiful Saturday afternoon, we've got a bunch of people behind us. What's happening here to kick off the festival?
Well, one of the events that we have every year is called the Amazing Race. Teams to come together that are formed by family and friends or coworkers, and we make them go all over Miami County and do all kinds of obstacles or answer questions or some kind of trivia or anything, and then they eventually, if they get all the answers right and they accumulate points, they come back and we have a winner. And this is just one of the amazing, no pun intended, events that we do at the Troy Strawberry Festival.
Tell us a little bit about the history of the Strawberry Festival.
Well, this year the festival is 36 years old, and it was created with the idea, and some visionaries here in the city of Troy came together and said, how can we allow the nonprofits of Miami County to earn a lot of money at one time and benefit them, that they provide valuable services to the citizens of Miami County. And so it started on a little stretch of land by the river, and it has grown and grown and grown. And this year, the unique thing about the festival is that we have a bridge missing. So that kind of curtails people traveling to the levee site for the Strawberry Festival. So this year, and this year only, it will be right downtown Troy, which brings a whole new level of planning initiatives, but also opportunities for people to come to Troy and be able to see the diversity and the beauty of the city of Troy.
You know, one of the things when you talk about an event like this, there's hundreds of people that are involved, but besides the people that are involved, we're talking about the tens of thousands of people that actually come to the event. We're not only talking about people from Ohio and nearby Indiana, but they come from all over the United States, don't they?
All over, and on the average, the weekend alone, I mean, Troy is about 26,000 residents. But when the festival comes, we increase to about 200,000 for that weekend. So you can understand the dynamics of putting on a festival, and of course the nonprofits benefit, and that's the plus thing. But so as I was mentioning to you earlier, I said the key thing this year is take a shuttle. Pick a shuttle site in the city of Troy. It could be Waco Field, it could be Meyer, it could be Club 55, it may be the Miami County Fairgrounds, but take a shuttle and they will drop you off right on the edge of the festival, and you can enjoy all kinds of food and arts and crafts and so forth, and have great fun with beads and Mardi Gras, but take a shuttle site. It's going to be safer and easier for you to do that.
Okay, Corie, so basically we have an event here today that is a lot of fun. It kind of kicks off the festival a couple weeks before the event. And with us is one of those repeat champions of this type of event. So let's talk a little bit about the event that's going on and our champion from last year.
Sure. Well, again, this is the Amazing Race here in Troy, and it is a series of like a road rally with some cutting edge technology used, a little fear factor thrown in there. They have to add trivia questions, so forth. And so next to me is Kevin Glover, and he and his team have won for the past 3 years. So we thought we'd bring him over here to kind of maybe give some insider tips on how they've won the past 3 years. So, Kevin?
The biggest thing really is just kind of in your group, have a wide variety of people. Somebody that's really good in trivia, somebody's really good in physical activities, somebody's really good in just kind of crazy, zany things. Last year we went to Buffalo Jack's and had to try different kinds of meat and had to pick out which one was buffalo, which one was antelope. I mean, some crazy things. Yeah, so I've never had any of that, but hey, it was good. And just kind of trying to figure stuff like that out. It's really kind of the biggest part of it, and how fun it is, and how much we, just the whole Troy community is the best part of it all.
And of course, as far as the festival is concerned, it's just a great way to the camaraderie of getting all these participants together and getting psyched about this major event.
Definitely. I mean, it's kind of like a kickoff. The Queen's Pageant was a few weeks ago, and actually my son was lucky enough to be little Mr. Strawberry from last year, so he got to be on stage there. So we kind of try to keep it, we are really involved in the festival. We've won the backseat driver contest a couple times, which is where you're like blindfolded in a golf cart and one person's driving. That's crazy too. That's in the stadium. Just everything together.
There's a lot of trust in that event.
There's a lot of variety, and then like in my team here, basically it's just friends and family, and just it's a good time, and we just have a blast with it, which is why we do it every year.
So before we let you go, what's going to be your secret about repeating this year?
That is a good question. Once again, I think it's going to be about the team. Just having the different variety of the team, and we're just going to do everything we've done in the years before. And I don't want to give too much information away because the other teams might be listening later on. So
that's true.
We'll see at the finish line #1 again, I'm sure.
Corie, here in Ohio, of course, we have the Bratwurst Festival and the Popcorn Festival, and whenever you go to a festival, there's always a lot of diversity of how you use that particular product. There isn't anything better than strawberries, and when you come to the Strawberry Festival here in Troy, the diversity is just beyond belief.
Every year there's a new nonprofit that comes up with a different strawberry specialty. The biggest thing we're known for is the strawberry donuts, and they sell 73 dozen a minute of these donuts. But there's strawberry cheesecake, ice cream, chocolate-covered strawberries, strawberry burritos, and I can't reveal it, but there's a few new ones this time, but all kinds. You can have smoothies, anything you want for strawberries. And I tell you, by the end of the weekend, I'm just so fat and full from strawberries. It's amazing. And they're all good.
Hey, Corie, if people want more information about the festival, where do they go?
The biggest thing is, since there's a lot of changes this year, please go to the website, gostrawberries.com. It'll give you the shuttle sites, event information. Oh, yep, there's concerts, live entertainment, dancing, music, arts and crafts, and it's just nonstop family. So bring everybody down.
And the dates for this year's event?
It will be Saturday, Sunday, June 2nd and 3rd. It will be right downtown Troy, Ohio. So please come. Please bring family and friends.
Corie Schweser, the 2012 chairperson for the 2012 Strawberry Festival here in beautiful Troy, Ohio. Corie, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you being here.
And we'll be back with more in Ohio Country Today right after this.
For more information about today's show or to suggest a topic, visit us on the web in ohiocountry.com. That's in ohiocountry.com.
I'm Terry McClure, a fifth-generation soybean farmer. Farming can be tough, but we have the Ohio Soybean Council investing farmers' dollars to find new uses for soybeans. Their research helps develop better beans for livestock, poultry, and for people. It also helps create new products like soy-based cleaning supplies and paint cartridges. Plus, cleaner-burning soy biodiesel reduces our dependence on foreign oil. Soybeans are Ohio's #1 agricultural export. To learn more, visit soyohio.org.
TruePoint has high-quality products for your livestock needs, and our expert on-time and reliable services support the best programs and analysis to help ensure your livestock herds and flocks are healthy and profitable. At TruePoint, we care about food and farming, and it's our mission to support you in your efforts to provide safe, affordable food for the world and your family. For energy, turf, grain, feed, agronomy, farm, and home, remember True Point.
Farming Fast Facts. Facts.
Welcome back to In Ohio Country Today. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Jennifer Gardner, and Jennifer, of course, is with one of our fine sponsors, Brumball Law. Jennifer, tell us a little bit about the event that that's taking place here today, a little bit more about Brumball's involvement and the Troy Strawberry Festival.
Perfect. We have been the chairperson for the committee. Jeff Brumball has done this race for a very long time now, and it is a process of stops where we go to multiple different places that this year we're actually doing a little different. We gave them just picture clues to find the destination where they're going to make it a little bit more challenging, but we keep all of our stops local and in Miami County, try to highlight small places like where we're at right now, the Staunton store. It's a very small country store, but everyone that lives in these townships are very local, to this place here. And so we're trying to highlight a couple different places, so kind of a 2-for-1, and they have a fun activity that they do at each different stop.
It's pretty exciting when you have the opportunity to get people involved in an event like this, and the Troy Strawberry Festival is an event that draws in tens of thousands of people from all over the United States. But it all starts with participating in events like this and getting the crew members and the people that help put that event together excited about the event.
Absolutely. And I've been hearing every year, the more people that I start to talk to about it, when it becomes more planning time, they say, oh, I want to get in, I want to join. And this is an event that it's the kickoff, and it's the first, and it is in May, but it's leading up to the festival. And so bringing more awareness to this event would be a great thing, which is what we're trying to do today. It's a great, fun event, very cost effective, $10 per car, as many people as you can fit in the car. We've had a short bus before and minivans. Cram your people in there and come down and participate.
Jeff and you guys over at Brumball Law are one of our fine sponsors, and of course this is a big event for you guys down here in Troy, but how important is it to have those other businesses involved in this, in events like this, to help get this up and running?
It's very important. It takes a community, it takes the whole community to pull off events like this to make it work, because they don't pay for themselves. So getting in, getting your name out, and showing that you really care about the community and about our Troy Strawberry Festival that's been going on for years is it's the staple of what our town is about.
Well, it's pretty exciting. If people want more information, you can always check us out on the web at inohiocountry.com, and we'll have a link to that site as well as the Strawberry Festival. Jennifer, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Dan.
And we'll be back with more in Ohio Country Today right after this.
Thank you.
It's time now for the Koenig Care Minute, brought to you by Koenig Equipment. To maximize your equipment uptime, remember Koenig.
If you want to spray more acres faster, with more accuracy and less chemical waste, and more uptime, whether you're running one sprayer or a fleet, you want the new 4940 self-propelled sprayer from John Deere. First, you get more spraying precision with expanded boom section control. Now you can control 11 independent sections. And all section controls are integrated into the GreenStar 3 2630 display for easy monitoring and adjustment. With improvements to our priming function, you'll be in the field spraying quicker than ever. Plus, the 4940 comes direct injection ready from the factory. That provides big savings on installation. And direct injection packs payback power. It saves you time in loading and makes changeovers between crops faster. No more worrying about pre-mixing or leftover mixed solution. It lets you carry 235 gallons of product into the field, so you can spend more time spraying. And a new tank design redistributes the weight front to back for decreased compaction. And it increases application precision for chemical savings on every pass. For dry fertilizer applications, the 4940 is designed to deliver a blazing 25 miles per hour spread speed. Think of it as a faster way to earn a return on your investment. Much faster. Especially because that kind of speed increases the acres you can cover and nearly eliminates the need for a dry floater. Now, factor in the power of advanced technology. AutoTrack, John Deere section control, and Boom Track are integrated into one easy-to-use GreenStar 3 2630 display. JD Link and Service Advisor Remote provide timely data for quick, data-driven operational decisions. And AgLogic helps you manage everything from machine uptime to multi-location logistics for sprayers and tender equipment, and to make documentation easier than ever. And now, your John Deere dealer can provide the John Deere farm site experience, integrating every aspect of your operation into one powerful network. It's the most powerful integrated management concept in the market, and it's available exclusively from your local John Deere dealer. Not only does the 4940 pay back faster, it pays back longer. We've wrapped the frame in a new corrosion-resistant powder coat paint that's 3 times tougher. Newly refined zinc nickel hardware makes hydraulic fittings last longer. That kind of corrosion resistance translates into more reliability and more resale value at the end of the line. If you're looking for more return on your sprayer investment, you're looking for the 4940 self-propelled sprayer from John Deere.
Welcome back to In Ohio Country Today. It's time now for another hometown segment. And joining me is Gary Jackson. And Gary, when you think of one of Ohio's hometowns like Delaware, Ohio, what do you think of first?
Well, the first thing I think of, Dan, is later on in the summer, the third week in September, on a Thursday, it's the Little Brown Jug. It's the anchor leg of Pacing's Triple Crown. It happens right here at the Delaware County Fair. The other thing I think about is where we're standing right now, Ohio Wesleyan University, a small Midwestern school that actually offers a lot for everybody, a liberal arts school, and a lot of, well, actually across the street from where we're standing right now is Selby Stadium, where the Bishops play football.
And that's not all. You know, Delaware, the city itself, has gained its reputation because of how it's preserved and rehabilitated and reused some of its historic buildings. In fact, its downtown area has something for everybody, from wine tasting to music. You know, one of the things that I like, Gary, are the contrasts downtown. It's very exciting and a very deep part of the Delaware culture and character.
Well, speaking of culture, Dan, the cultural arts in Delaware include modern dance, theater, and art exhibits at the university, high school symphonic choir, and a terrific county fair with prestigious harness racing, as we mentioned earlier. The contrast makes Delaware a special place to be, to live, and to work. But there's still a lot more to Delaware that we haven't talked about.
You know, one of the things when you talk about Delaware, Gary, that we have to talk about is Delaware County. And, of course, this is an agricultural show, so we can't talk about Delaware County without talking about agriculture. And, of course, Ohio is the second largest producer of lambs east of the Mississippi, but it's Delaware County, Gary, that contributes in a very, very big way. In fact, one of the other special things about Delaware County is that 9 farms are registered with the Ohio Department of Agriculture as century farms. And you know what those are, Gary?
Well, those are farms that have been in the same family for over 100 years, and there's even some farms that have been here even longer with the same family.
In fact, one family here in Delaware County has been on the same land since 1814.
Now, as you would travel around the county, Dan, Delaware County has some large recreational venues. High Banks Metro Park provides exceptional nature and hiking trails. I've been there before, and that's an excellent place to go. Alum Creek State Park, Delaware State Park, Hoover Reservoir, and O'Shaughnessy Reservoir offer boating, fishing, and camping. And Preservation Parks of Delaware County is a network of 9 parks preserving green space. Now, Olentangy Caverns, that's an interesting place to go, and families really enjoy that. Caves that were formed millions of years ago by underground rivers. So Delaware County has an awful lot, actually a little bit of everything for everybody.
You know, one of the things that's really exciting about living here in Delaware and Delaware County is your close proximity to Columbus and a couple of major attractions not too far away.
Well, of course, Dan, the Columbus Zoo, the aquarium, the amusement park that goes along with the zoo, a lot of that just a few minutes away from Delaware. And as you said, Delaware not that far away from Columbus. Central Ohio is our location. Lots to see and do. So it's worth your time and not a lot of trouble at all to come and enjoy yourself for the entire day in Central Ohio and in Delaware County.
It's one of our favorite hometowns, and hopefully it'll be one of yours. Delaware, Ohio. If you want more information, check them out on the web at DelawareOhioChamber.com. That's DelawareOhioChamber.com.
Fuel field, a poem. You think your fuel comes from oil fields, desert sands, and faraway lands, but it also comes from a different kind of field, from my family's field. Give me a little rain mixed with a little sun. I'll give you plenty of food and fuel to boot. And I'll do the same thing tomorrow. I'm Darren Johnson, part-time farmer, full-time poet.
Hi, I'm Alan Davis at Alan Davis Insurance and Financial Services. Whether it be for your auto, home, life, farm, commercial, truck, crop, or financial service, give our office a call. 800-686-2148 or visit us on the web at AlanDavisInsurance.com.
Most of us struggle with protecting the nest egg we've built. And when you're suddenly faced with providing long-term care for you or a loved one, you need someone now who you can trust to help you keep control of your home, your farm, and your assets. Protecting that nest egg is what we do best. We're Brumbaugh Law Firm. Call us today to schedule a free consultation anywhere, anytime. We'll come to your home, farm, or business to see if we can help. Brumbaugh Law Firm, using Ohio law to protect your assets.
This is Ken Koenig from the Koenig Care Minute, reminding you that if you need parts, service, or product support, or that new equipment, don't hesitate to call us at any one of our locations or visit us on the website at koenigequipment.com.
Welcome back to In Ohio Country Today. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Jeff Brumbaugh, one of our fine sponsors here on In Ohio Country Today. We're at the Caroline in a great restaurant here in downtown Troy, but we're not here to talk about food or talk about your business. We're going to talk about something that's near and dear to your heart, and that's the Troy Strawberry Festival.
Absolutely, and one of the things we're doing today is a pre-festival event. It's the Amazing Race. The event originally started in 1995, and that year was voted the best new pre-festival event in the festival. It's kind of a combination of scavenger hunt, physical activities that people have to do that make them silly. One of the things they had to do today was eat a can of sardines. And so we kind of combine a little bit of the physical with a little bit of the mental and make it family friendly so that just about any age can contribute or can participate. We really have, I think the youngest kid that we have that's participating today is probably 13 or 14, and we have one team that's probably in their 70s. So it's a pretty wide-ranging group of people. The other thing is we set the whole thing up so that really even people from out of town could come in and be successful at the festival, but it's just more than anything else intended to be a fun event.
You know, Jeff, as a sponsor of the event, you have to be excited when you see so many people from all over the state and all over the country coming to this fine city for this event. It's got to warm your heart, and it's got to be something special for you as a business owner and a community member to support.
It's a great opportunity for people to come in and see Troy. I think there are a lot of unique things about the downtown area. I think, Dan, you yourself know that it's a very vibrant area, and there's a lot of things that are happening even when the Strawberry Festival is not going on.
You know, when you talk about a great event like the Strawberry Festival, you got to talk about the food. Here in the state of Ohio, of course, we have the Brat Fest, the Popcorn Fest, and everybody's going to find a way to utilize whatever the festival is about. How many different ways have you had strawberries, Jeff?
I don't even think I can remember that many. I can think strawberry donuts, of course, traditional strawberry shortcake, strawberry pizza, strawberry ice cream, just about anything you can think of that you could put strawberries on, we do.
You know, Jeff, let's talk about some of the fine people who have invested their time and their money, some of the big sponsors for this event.
Well, actually, for our particular event, we have 4 sponsors that have been pretty consistent with us every year. The law firm is one of the event sponsors. The Caroline Restaurant, again, probably the nicest restaurant in downtown Troy. We also have One Call Now and Inner Strength Therapeutic Massage. They've been consistent sponsors, and they're the kind of businesses that make this thing work every year. Essentially, each, again, like we said before, each chairperson goes out and gets the sponsors that are interested in that particular event.
You know, to have these pre-festival events has to be something exciting for the participants. Let's talk about some of the responses that you've got from people who are participating today.
Well, it's, you know, a tremendously fun, thing. We've seen the team. We actually have one team that's won the event the last 3 years, and when they come out here, it's definitely they're very organized. We try to do some things that we can every year to trip them up a little bit, and they seem to do pretty well anyway. But the thing that we really try to do is from one year to the next is we change the events, we change the flavor, we change the physical nature of some of the events, and we try to make it something a little different every year. One of the things that we did this year to change things up is we gave them pictures of the next place they had to go, and they had to figure out without any other kind of instructions.
You know, what's really cool too is that while we were out showing all these participants at the various stages of the event, one of the things that really came to light is the camaraderie and how much fun they were truly having here today.
I think that's the best part of the event, because we know as soon as they get in their vehicles, they're all talking to each other about either what they just did wrong or what they have to do right for the next event. As soon as they get to the event, or that particular station, they have to figure out what it is that we want them to do. And they're usually laughing and carrying on during the whole event. I mean, it's just a great time.
You know, Jeff, if people want more information about the Strawberry Festival, where do they go?
It would be to gostrawberries.com.
That's gostrawberries.com. And if you want a hyperlink to that from our website, you can check us out on the web at inohiocountry.com as well. Jeff Brumbaugh, one of our fine sponsors and one of the fine sponsors of today's event, the pre-event to the Troy Strawberry Festival. Jeff, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be back with more in Ohio Country Today right after this.
Hi, I'm Alan Davis at Alan Davis Insurance and Financial Services. Whether it be for your auto, home, life, farm, commercial, truck, crop, or financial service, give our office a call. 800-686-2148 or visit us on the web at alandavisinsurance.com.
Hey, that's going to do it for this week's edition of In Ohio Country Today. If you'd like more information about this week's show or any of our previous episodes, or you just want to drop us an email, check us out on the web at inohiocountry.com. That's inohiocountry.com. Have a good day, everybody.